Welcome to my crib. I always wanted to say that. Today, we're gonna be doing kind of a different video. Today, we're gonna be going over my gun vault room because you guys wanted to see it. I actually did a short of this a couple of weeks ago, and so many people wanted a full video, we figured we'd give you one. All right, so this is my room. Basically, it's about, I don't know, 18 by 20 something, and we just wanted a space where we could put the majority of my firearms and maybe do some firearms related content, so we tricked it out a little bit. I'm in the process of trying to make it look a little cool. It's not done yet. It's a work in progress, as everything is, right? We got the hex lights, which I think look pretty cool. We have the old gun cage, which we'll go through here in a minute. This is from Galatech. This is a really cool gun cage, and we'll talk about that here in a second. I got the bench behind me for working on guns and stuff like that. And then some miscellaneous storage and accessories. We got a lot more out in the other room. But the main part about the video is going to be obviously the gun wall, or at least the gun wall we have done so far. It's always changing, which is kind of cool. This is actually from Hold Up Displays. They sent this over here. My buddy Nick from Pewview has one of these. And I went over to his house and it was pretty freaking awesome. And I was like, wow, not only does that look really good, but it's super adjustable. So I obviously wanted one. Now, these are pretty easy to install. They just show up in these like little metal pieces right here. And then basically what you do is you assemble however many you want, you screw them into the wall, and there you go. And then these are the hangers for the pistols or rifles, whatever you really want to use them for. As you can see there, they just have a little slot in there, they fit in, and these are adjustable via like cant and all kinds of stuff. So you can make the gun sit the exact way you want it to sit, so it can fit the rest of the guns on the wall. Now, we talked about the attachments over here for the handguns, but one thing I wanted to add in is they actually have a whole bunch of different attachments if you want to use different guns. So they have different styles of hooks. This hook is a little bit less shallow than this one is, so you can offset it a little bit. On top of that, they also can't like the standard ones do. And then some other options for adding stuff is going to be a giant case like this, or like a giant, well, I don't even know what you would call this thing.
Shelf?
Shelf, yeah, like a gun shelf with, all these have rubber on them, so you're not going to scratch your gun up. And you can put a bunch right in a row and save some space if you're running out of space like me. I like to have them on display, but I'm running out of space already, so we're using more of those. Now, these are probably, in my opinion, the best way to put up your guns. I've had a couple different versions, and I really like this one. Nick has the black one, which looked really cool, but I wanted something different, so I went with gray. And the reason why I went with gray is because I have this thing with like color and
contrast.
Thank you. My wife's a photographer. First, we'll go over my revolvers here, I suppose, if you guys want to see those. These aren't all of my revolvers. These aren't all of my 1911s. These are just ones I think are cool. These are the ones I put on the wall for now. So we got the Ruger up there. You guys have seen that before, I'm sure. We got the stupid Taurus, which we haven't reviewed yet. Another Ruger GP100. This is my new Smith & Wesson 686 Plus. This is actually a 7-shot 357. Pretty excited for that. I haven't had it on the channel yet, but we'll get there. Classic 686 6-inch. That's my SWAT revolver, 8-round 357 Smith & Wesson, which we'll also show on the channel here pretty soon. This is one of my babies here. This is actually a Colt single action. This is my 357 Magnum single action Army. And I really love this guy, 7.5-inch case hardened, so very, very cool gun.
You had to get that one down to Fondling, eh?
I did, yeah, I gotta play with it all the time. Colt Anaconda, which you guys haven't seen that yet either. If you wanna see a video on, you wanna see a full video on some of these, just put in the comment section below which ones you wanna see a full video on, and maybe the one that gets the most likes we'll do first. Colt Anaconda is pretty cool. Obviously I have an SRO on there, it looks stupid, but it's awesome. Colt Python, the Rick Grimes Special. We have the Smith & Wesson 38 there. And another Smith, which I'm a big, big fan of, and this is the this is Jesse James's gun. This is actually a 45 long Colt Schofield. Schofield's pretty cool. Obviously, the top break is what makes them famous. Quicker to reload, supposedly. Kind of hurts your fingers a little bit, but an absolute beautiful gun. And obviously one of the most popular guns in the Wild West. We got the Jerry Michalak Performance Center. We just have an Emberte single action. This is obviously a very popular gun on my channel as well. This is a Smith & Wesson 327, 8-shot 357 mag. This guy has a 1-inch barrel. We've done some shorts on that, but not a full video either.
That's not true.
Have we done a full video on that?
Yeah.
Oh, we did. All right. Then maybe we did. I've shot a lot of guns. Taurus Raging Hunter, 44 Magnum. Springfield Garrison down here in the 1911s. Kimber, you guys have seen that. Dan Weston Specialist. Nighthawk Agent 2. Staccato CS. This is actually one of my carry pistols here. You guys have probably seen this before. This was done up by Skip Guns. He did single port comp. And then I think he did my trigger job as well. Very, very cool gun. Staccato C is eventually going to get the same treatment. Staccato P4, that'll probably just sit there forever. I'm not the biggest fan of the Series 80 trigger in that guy. Hayes Custom, Rock Island. This is actually a Rock Island. I don't remember if we did a full video on this too, I think.
Yep.
This is actually a Rock Island Armory 1911 that Hayes Custom does all up, and it feels like a custom like Wilson Combat after they're done. It's pretty cool. Sig P210, this has been in a couple top fives. I don't think you've ever seen that before. Sort of like a European 1911. I know people are going to get mad at me about that, but it's basically what it is. Really the highest quality service pistol that's ever been introduced, in my personal opinion. Single action only, 9mm, single stack. And this was actually the Target model with the Target grips. Very, very accurate pistol. Probably one of the most accurate service pistols ever. Smith & Wesson 1911, Colt Gold Cup 1911. Got the Apollo 2011 down here, Staccato P with some grip tape, and then missing an optic because I'm a gun reviewer and you're going to have that. We have the Gerson 1911, Bull Armory 2011. Down there we have a VP9, that's not very important. Mark 23, obviously super, super awesome gun, one of my favorites. Also one of my favorites is going to be the 226 X5, and then my wife's lovely Platypus down there.
Which I have a video on my channel, guys.
Up there, we actually have my Brownell's build. That's a 6.5 Creedmoor. I actually built that with Nick for a video we did for Brownell's, and we had to race with those things. We had to race to put them together and then shoot them. Nick beat me. Scar 17, gotta love that. HKMR 556A4, this is a new one, new 416. I fucking love this gun. This is Bubba's favorite gun on the rack here because it looks all Call of Duty-esque. We actually use this one pretty frequently too, that's why it's all set up. This one here you guys have never seen, I know that. This is my Noveske 6mm ARC. I actually built this one out of parts. I didn't buy this from Noveske. I bought the parts and then put them together. So this was a fairly expensive gun, so we put it together piece by piece because, you know, money's money, right? This is another pretty expensive one here, rocking the VCOG from Trigicon. This is my modern Mark 18 build. This was supposed to have a video and then I just never filmed it. If you guys want to see a video on any of these, let me know in the comment section below. This is an 18-inch proof research barrel. This thing's stupid accurate. I think you guys saw this on Outlaw Life. I think I did one video maybe on Outlaw Life. We're shooting like 425. This thing, like, man, you could light a match with this thing at 100 yards. This is a very, very accurate gun. And people underestimate 5.56, but within 500 yards, extremely, extremely accurate, especially with 77 grain. Down here, this is coming up soon. This is the Mark 12 by Palmetto State. This one's going to be pretty cool in my opinion. You guys probably know that already. Down here, we got the Volkorsen 22. You'll be seeing that sometime soon as well. And then the CMMG 50 state legal gun.
More like 46 now.
40, probably 43 by the time those motherfuckers are done. My 2011 collection, obviously I have more. There were some over there, but these are some of my like personal favorites. Atlas Aries up there. That's one of my all-time favorite guns. 425-inch aluminum frame 2011, lightweight, super fast gun. Atlas Athena kind of started my love affair with Atlas. Well, the Hyperion did. I actually traded my Hyperion for this one. That's why they have the same trigger in it, because I just wanted one that can run an optic. These are my two custom guns from Atlas. It took me like, I think 7 months. I ordered these, and they really hooked me up. Look how cool these look. This is an Artemis here, my limited optics gun for competition, and this is an Erebus, arguably the best gun in this room right now. If you guys haven't seen the Erebus, this is a phenomenal gun. Obviously single port comp and all the accoutrements to make it go fast. The other contenders for fastest gun in the gun vault, they're all right here. So we're gonna have the Terran Tactical Sand Viper, extremely quick gun, very similar to the Erebus, except aluminum frame, and then polymer frame, a little bit different trigger as well, and obviously Terran Tactical versus Atlas. Staccato XC, never underestimate the XC. Super, super fast gun. Mine's tricked out a little bit. I have, I think, a Phoenix Trinity grip on there. I forget what grip this actually is. And then we have a SVI trigger. Staccato, or Sandhawk, Nighthawk Sandhawk. Phenomenal gun. Right now we don't have the RMR mount on it, but we'll have it on there soon. Masterpiece Arms, 9mm. This one's single port comped out, very Staccato XC. Down at the bottom we have Staccato XL, and then my all-time favorite 22, the Volkorsen Scorpion. Over here we have Versamax. Don't buy one of those. That's up there, just memories. Like my first 3-gun shotgun ever. It's all tricked out, but that gun super sucks. Low recoil, but it's got Remington reliability, if you get what I mean. A300 Patrol, Benelli M4, the Genesis 12. This guy you're going to be seeing real soon. Genesis sent this over to me to do a video, and this is their 3-gun edition right here with this giant brake on it that I saw Nick shooting, and I was like, oh my god, I want one of those. Ambi controls on this guy, hyper fire trigger. I can't wait to shoot this on the channel. Down here, Mossberg 590, probably my favorite pump shotgun ever by a pretty wide margin. CZ, I forget what shotgun this is. It's a CZ 12 gauge coach gun. I forget what the actual name of that is. Chiappa triple threat. Down here we have a super cheap replica of the, man, I forget what shotgun this is. The Terminator 2 shotgun. It's like an 1887 or something like that. Down here we got the Henry lever gun, all tricked out, very steampunkish. And below that we have a Smith & Wesson Stealth 357 lever gun. That thing is sick. Over here, Browning high power. You can't have a collection without a Browning high power. Awesome gun. One of the most influential guns of all time. Even Walther P38, 1911, Browning high power, all right up there. I love that this is like the original Wonder 9. Now we have the Alien right here, which is sort of the future of 9mm. Maybe not. We'll see. Gas operated, actions upside down. The slide doesn't reciprocate. Very, very cool gun. 17L, the Glock. One of my personal favorite Glocks. I like how ridiculous it is. The giant barrel. This one's actually already discontinued, by the way, which is pretty funny. Glock came out with this last year and then discontinued it right away. But it reminds me of like the Joker gun from from Batman. I like how fucking ridiculous it is. Canik TTI Combat. We have the Beretta M9, or Beretta 92 Corsa, steel frame Walther PDP, Desert Eagle, Glock 19X, and then the suppressed edition of the PPK. All right, you know I like shorties because you've seen my wife. And over here, we have a selection of pretty cool shorties. We have the MP5, the classic 8-inch. That's one of my all-time favorites. G36. This is actually T36 from Tommy Built, but we don't talk about that. We just pretend it's a real G36. Tommy Built makes really cool-looking guns, but most of them do not work, including this one, but it looks really cool up there. MP5K, SBR, awesome gun right there. Sig Rattler. It's hard to beat the Sig Rattler. If you're looking for PDW, like this is the 6-inch, the new one. This is 300 Blackout. The stock folds. This thing's awesome. This is one of the best bag guns ever. CZ Scorpion, Palmer frame 9mm, blowback operated PCC. This is the Generation 3 Chris Vector here. I love the Chris Vector. Some of you guys like it, some of you guys don't. The Vector is one of my all-time favorites. I remember looking at Future Weapons back in the day, and it was like the #1 CQB weapon in 45, the Chris Vector with the Super V system. So I absolutely love this thing. B&T APC-9 down here, and then another Sig Spear 300 Blackout, because I like the 300 Blackout. Over here, you've got an MP40. You can't not have an MP40. One of the best submachine guns of World War II, arguably the best. And down here below it, the American version. Obviously the Thompson is much cooler, an American baby, but I mean if you're going to shoot it, the MP40 is so controllable. The Thompson's still a cool gun to shoot, however. This is obviously the semi-automatic versions. This one's pretty cool. CMMG Banshee, the new one. This is the ARV from Palmetto State. I just like this thing. I like how weird. It looks like they took a bunch of parts from a parts bin and put it together and things shoots awesome. I really enjoy this. Down here, my SBR JP5. This is, oh my God, roller delayed AR9, very awesome. SBR 11.5 BCM right here. This is my home defense rifle for a long time, but I'm currently running a stock version. This one's all tricked out. Obviously it's an SBR, then I have a JP system in there. Ruger 45 ACP, which you guys will be seeing soon. IWI X95 down there, which you'll also be seeing real soon. We actually recorded a video on this recently. These are my CZs up here. CZ Shadow 2 Compact. Regular Shadow. This is my original Shadow right here. This guy was the first competition gun I ever had. This is how I fell in love with CZs. This thing has so many rounds through it. This thing is beat to shit. You can see I JB welded the rear sight on because the rear sight got so loose it kept flopping all over the place. I just said fuck it and full send on that. The controls are all polished by me. They look like shit. And then I have those really awesome lock grips, which made me fall in love with the lock grips. But I used to shoot this. I probably have 10 plus thousand rounds on this gun, easy. Down here, we have a much upgraded version. This is a Shadow 2, ported with the red dot mount from Cajun Gunworks. Look how low that mount is. And on top of that, we have the Cajun Gunworks trigger, and then we also have lock grips. This is a CZ Custom and Primary Machine Shadow 2. This is my current carry optics gun. The slide was done by Primary Machine, and the trigger drop was done by CZ Custom. This is a really, really cool gun. Lock grips again. If you watched the last top 5, you saw this guy. Probably my favorite gun of 2025, and that is going to be the Shadow 2 Carry. Very, very cool gun. We're going to get a set of grips for that. I'm going to get a light for that, and I have a holster coming for this on the way. This is DWX. You guys haven't seen this for a while. This one's got optic mount on it now. This is before they made one with the optic mount in it. I actually had Skip's gun. The same guy did my staccato. He actually did my optic mount for this, and then he did a single port comp on this. This thing is a monster. This is the new CZ P09 or P07 or whatever it's called. I forget what they changed the name to. It used to be oh, there we go. Yeah, this is a CZ75 compact. And then below that, we've got the budget Makarov. It's like a CZ83 or something like that. I saw this originally. I was like, man, is this a Makarov? No, but it's real close, so I want it. This also has a higher capacity than a Makarov, I believe. Yeah, double stack as opposed to single. Rifles. Up there, we have a Zastava 5.56 AK. Down here, we have a Wasser 10 7.62 by 39. Here, we have the SIG 5.56, one of my personal favorites, by the way. I love this gun. You know what's so funny? Out of all the guns that I have in here, the one most people want to buy, including you, Craig, I know you're watching this video, want to buy this guy, but it's not going anywhere. It's staying right there. I got that as a good deal. My buddy Craig almost bought it, and I came in the next day and picked it up, and I've had it ever since. CMMG, MK47 here. Oh my God, if you want an AK, skip that guy and go with the CMMG in my opinion. Imagine an AR that shoots 7.62, basically it right here. Down here we have the Ruger 5.56 with the Wook stuff. I really like the Wook stuff. I'm gonna get some more of it here pretty soon. I think it looks really good. This used to be my truck gun for many years. This is a pinned 14.5 BCM with a Surefire. I have one now with the Huxworks because I run the Huxworks cans now instead. But this is still one of my babies. And I think it looks so good. I actually built this gun myself. I just bought the receiver and then put it all together. So it's got some different internals. It's got some different controls, but love this gun. This guy right here is a Sons of Liberty Gunworks. This is a 16-inch with a quad rail. This is basically just a clone of the military service rifle during the war on terror. This is a very cool gun. I like this a lot. The reason why I've been running this lately is because it's a mid-length, but it has the quad rail and the A2 flash hider on it. And on top of that, I've got the ACOG with the offset dot. I've been trying to use this. You'll see a video on that pretty soon as well. I actually picked that up from Brownell, so I appreciate them. JP5, all-time favorite PCC right there. This is actually my PCC for competition. If I ever shoot PCC, which I literally never do anymore, but if I do, it's that guy. Pirate gun down here. Down there, we have the piston-driven AR-15. Up here, we got my Smiths, the Smith & Wesson 5.7. We got the Smith & Wesson Spec Series, the new Smith & Wesson steel frame. We got another Smith & Wesson aluminum frame, another Smith & Wesson aluminum frame. This is actually the carry comp. This is also one of Bubba's favorite guns and one of my favorite guns. This is the CMMG blaster here, the Han Solo blaster. This is actually a 22. We did a video on this a while ago. I don't think I've shot this since then, actually. The MK4, but this thing is super cool. I love having this thing on the wall. Then finally, we have, I think, what is this, the Celtic P80? This is the 5.7. This one looks really cool. We only shot that once. John Wick Genesis 12. Absolutely love that guy. This guy is a super affordable something, or this is Bear Creek Arsenal. Then here we have the Smith. This is my Inland M1 carbine. I can pull this one down, I guess. This I actually picked up a few weeks ago. This is my newest M1 carbine. I've had 3. And this one's obviously 30 caliber, but this one's an Inland. I wanted an Inland or a Rockola, and I found this one, so I'm very excited. This one's a super beautiful gun. This Diamondback, this is a new CMMG 338 ARC. This guy's gonna be pretty cool. We're gonna shoot that soon. This is a Geisley 12.5 Super Duty. This is my Coyote gun right here. Absolutely love that guy with the Huxworks. This is a Scar 17 12 gauge. This only costs $500. if you want to maybe spend the best or the worst $500 you've ever spent, that one's a pretty fun gun.
No, that's awesome.
You like that, Dad? You bag dumped that a few times. Yeah.
Love it.
This is the Desert Tech Quattro. This is actually a gun we're going to be shooting here pretty soon. It takes 40 or 50 round mags. I think maybe 50 round magazines out of that giant mag well. That should be a fun gun to try.
Standard capacity YouTube reviewer.
Standard capacity. This is a BCM 300 Blackout, which we're going to be shooting pretty soon. All these guns here are guns we're going to shoot real soon. This is the Smith & Wesson 4570. I love this guy. Be seeing that soon as well. And then obviously the John Wick Benelli M4. Oh man, probably my favorite semi-automatic shotgun besides the Genesis. I love the M4. My wife loves the Beretta. I love the M4.
Very nice.
This is an M1A Scout. This is 16-inch with the wood furniture. And then this is my Winchester 1873. This is one of my all-time favorite guns. This is actually a Trapper Edition, 16-inch model in 357 Magnum.
All right, so people are going to ask about the gun room.
We built this room into the house to make sure it was relatively safe. Now, obviously, I have a lot more protocols than that, but basically wanted to make this very difficult for people to get into. So, you know, it's concrete block with rebar all running through it, and then steel reinforced plate. On top of that, we also have the big giant vault door, and then on top of that, these are pretty difficult to get through as well. So we wanted it to be pretty secure and pretty safe. Past the gun room here, we have the Gallotech cage, and I'll just briefly touch on these because there's more. There's also several other safes in another room, but we won't go on those today. So if you guys are wondering where some of the other guns are, they're in the other safes in the other room, but that other room's a mess right now. So we'll just go over these. This is my Shockwave here. You guys have seen that before. WMP. This, the crown of any collection. This is a Jennings 380. This is probably one of the worst handguns on earth. And you guys want to see a video on this, I'll hate you for it, but I'll do it. Up here we have the Lone Wolf Glock. This, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is the HK-CC9. A gun I shot once and put back. IWI, Canic, CZ P10C. Glock 48, if you guys wonder if I have one. Glock 48, I have two. FN Reflex XL. For some reason I couldn't think of the name even though it's written right on the side. This is a Kimber Mako. This used to be my wife's carry gun. This was another carry gun of mine for a long time. This is my Glock 43X. You guys know I love this gun. My wife always says she hates this gun until she shoots it and then she likes it again.
It's
This is my original Smith & Wesson compact here that we beat up a little bit. Just beat up just a little bit. We might have left it outside. This is a gun that we had a lot of requests for. This is the Springfield XD, and we've actually never had one on the channel. This is actually the elite version. We picked this up almost a year ago now, and I meant to shoot it, but oh my god, I keep forgetting to shoot the Springfield XD. It's too bad, right? This is my horrifying Walther PDP with another comp done. This was actually done by Floyd's Custom, and this really works well. Optics mounting system, and then my custom big man grip, where I took silicone carbide and I just put a bunch all over it, and then I used a Walther dynamic trigger with my springs, my custom springs. This Archon Type B, Canic, Palmetto, Echelon, original P80 Glock right there, SIG XL, my wife's little baby gun. This is actually the SIG Sauer P238. SIG's in a lot of trouble right now, so they probably need all the marketing they can get.
That one's actually good though.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Walther PDP Pro X. This one's awesome. Another Echelon, Taurus, SIG. This is another one you guys haven't seen. This is my SIG P229. This is actually a Legion one as well. I think we're going to use this for the Air Marshal Qual again, since this is kind of what they carry. I was going to do a slightly bougier version. Glock 34, SIG 22, Glock 19. This is the Ruger RXM, basically a Glock. Another Glock 49. Which one did I forget? This guy right here, Canic Meta LC9. This is my one of my all-time favorite guns as well. This is the HK USP Expert. I've had this on the channel a lot, but I love this gun. Walther PDP, another Smith, another Smith, another Smith. All these are M&Ps. CZP10F. This is the new Beretta APX Tactical. This guy right here is the CZP09 Nocturne. We never did another review of this, but we probably should. We have maybe like, I think, what, a couple hundred rounds left before we have a 1,000 round review of this? You guys shot this a lot.
I have taken it out a lot since I was the one having the malfunction.
Yeah, I haven't had any failures with it. I had a pretty good time with it.
If you guys have seen the P10C ported, I know how to shoot a CZ, so.
Yeah, you do. Another Glock, Beretta M9A3. This guy's another one you guys haven't seen. This is the FK Bruno PSD-C. If you want to have the most fun you can have with a handgun. This is an FK 7.5. But this is a compact gun. So imagine a gun slightly larger and slightly heavier than a Glock 19, but it shoots a round more powerful than 357.
Yeah, I can't shoot that thing.
You shot it a little bit. You shot like a mag out of it.
I tried to shoot it, and I just do not have enough oomph for it.
Holy shit, though. Yeah, it's like riding lightning. Cool gun, though. Beretta A400. That's my 20 gauge bird gun back there. Ruger American. There's a AR upper back there, Maverick 88. This is actually my Henry that I was gonna do a review on. I don't know if Henry would want me to do a review on it. I actually like this gun, but it didn't really hold up over time. Been having some malfunctions to this. This is their 357 Magnum, their modern lever gun. Down here, we have my, this is my SPR. I shoot this gun long range pretty frequently. 18-inch 5.56 with another Proof Research barrel. This is a 5.56 bolt gun. This guy is, you're gonna love this. This is an arrow gun. We're gonna have this on the channel pretty soon. This is called a crack shot. It actually shoots like crossbow bolts with 22 blanks. So this is gonna be a pretty fun time. We got a video planned for that. This is nothing, although it was once something. I cannibalized it for parts. Back there we have a B&T SP9. I think it's an SP9. I don't remember. It's the AR version of the APC9. We have a broadsword here. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. This is my German greatsword. This thing is real, but I really enjoy this. I think this is from Cold Steel, and I saw them cut a ballistic dummy in half with this, and I was like, man, I want this motherfucker. I can't say motherfucker. But I like this thing. This is my secondary weapon. If I don't have a loaded gun, this works just as well. This is a Henry 1860 here. This is the original lever action rifle. Back there we have another 590. We have the new Desert Tech Wolverine down there. A couple X-Star EP9s, Chris Vector, and some 300 Blackout ARs with that horrible, horrifying Kel-Tec. And then my finally my Benelli Super Vinci, which I used to use for bird hunting. Over here, we got my compound bow and a few other things. So, I don't know, let me know what you guys, oh, I forgot about this. I'll show you one more thing. All right, last but certainly not least, my new Smith & Wesson. This is actually the Dirty Harry gun. This is my Model 29 44 Magnum. So we haven't shot this yet either, but I've wanted one of these for a long, long time. This is, I think, the 6-inch barrel. 6-shot 44 Magnum, obviously the gun made famous by Clint Eastwood, and the first 44 Magnum. So this is gonna be very, very cool to shoot on the channel. This is a Performance Center edition, so it has a very, very nice trigger to it. It has an HD front sight, and this one's gonna be a phenomenal, phenomenal gun to shoot. Well, that was just some of the guns in my collection. Obviously, we have maybe 50, 75 more you guys didn't get to see today, but I just wanted to show off the gun wall, want to show off the gun cage, and I do want to thank Hold Up Displays one more time for hooking me up with the wall, because I think it looks pretty sweet, and hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. Now, as far as the gun wall goes, there's a lot of guns on there that you guys haven't seen on the channel yet, so again, let me know in the comment section below what guns you want to see sooner. I mean, obviously I'm going to shoot all of them eventually, but if you guys want to see maybe the Anaconda, or you want to see one of the 2011s you haven't seen yet, like the Masterpiece, or maybe the Genesis 12, let me know which one you guys want to see first. We can probably make that happen. Now, if I had to pick my absolute favorites, because I know I'm probably going to get that question, on the wall at least, that's going to be tough, but it's probably going to be these two, maybe the Sandhawk. I mean, I like 1911s, what am I going to say? I really, really like 1911s. As far as revolvers go, probably have to go the Schofield or the single action. Single stack guns, probably the Nighthawk. I'm a big fan of Nighthawk. Over here, as far as the shotguns go, man, probably go with the Genesis 12 or the Benelli. And for pump gun, Mossberg. I also really enjoy all my sub guns. If I had to go with my favorite on that, probably the MP5K. I just really like that. It's movie cool, reliable roller delayed system. I mean, if you see something that SBR'd, I took a lot of effort to do that, so I probably like it. The JP5, obviously, and then my SBR'd 5.56 there, probably my all-time favorites. Then for lever guns, gotta go with the Winchester. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later.
Watch out for Ruckus. You're just in the way.
Aww.
You don't even know you're gonna be on YouTube.
Got a new toy.
Why do you love toilet paper rolls, you weirdo? Danger! Were you a good boy while we were filming? You didn't even come in here. Oh, are you gonna do your butt dance for everybody? Daisy, you do a sploot. Daisy, let me do a sploot. That was not even a full one.